It takes time to get where you need to be, you know? It's a marathon a lot of times. It's not a sprint, you know? Some people could get there faster by running it out, doing what they do. Other folks got to walk it out real quick in the rain and the snow and the sleet and the hail, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It's a situation where you have to position yourself properly and figure out where you need to be, what you need to do. You know, some things work out, it's seeming like a lot quicker for others, Some things, take more time. It takes years to figure out where you need to be. Sometimes you're in one lane, seems like you're going nowhere. Seems like it's not making any sense, with where you particularly need to be. Sometimes, your shadow is the only thing that keeps you company in your journey, wherever you're trying to go, however you're trying to get there, whatever the case may be. But you got to believe in yourself, You got to believe in what you're doing, even when other folks don't, even when it don't make sense, Some days, most days, it won't make sense. Sometimes, a lot of times, people will call you crazy. They will say you're wasting your time. They'll try to give you advice and tell you, go on. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Then you get back on track and you keep it moving. You keep going. You keep pushing. I tell people out there, if you got something that you believe in, things that you want to do, then you push it. You do it. You make it work. Forget what anybody else may think. Like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. When you look at it in the bigger picture, in the totality of life, you start to see things and experience stuff. You know what I mean? We go through obstacles, we go through challenges and changes. There are days when it seems like nothing's gonna work, but then if you keep going, if you keep plugging away and you keep going until the end, trusting in the process, adapting and changing as needed, then in the end, you'll get where you should be, where you need to be. That's really how I see it, how I go about it. What's going on? Yes, Carol Turner, stay the course. Stay the course. Some people, a lot of people, to say the truth, don't stay the course. And that's the problem. The problem is when people want to do things, they're quick to give up. I myself am in that category as well. I'm somebody, who's been quick to want to give up, not want to see the course, not want to stay true to the process, because sometimes you get a little frustrated, get a little annoyed, a little pissed off. But the reality is that if you see things through to the end, there's a lot of beautiful things that could come of it. You'll be changed by the process, by the marathon of life, just the bigger picture, and I think a lot of times, people miss the bigger picture. Sometimes we just focus on the here and now and why the productivity hasn't, come, as quickly as possible. But it is almost like the story of the tortoise and the hare. I don't know if anybody remembers the story of the tortoise and the hare. What's going on, humble housewife? Appreciate you. It's like the story of the tortoise and the hare. How, you have the tortoise who basically decided to race the hare, and the hare was actually, or the rabbit was actually faster than the tortoise. So they started off the race, and the hare basically, just smoking the tortoise and going fast and doing what it does, and decides, hey, I'm winning the race. The tortoise is so slow, he can't beat me. So let me go stop off by a tree somewhere or chill to the side and, let him work it out for himself, and basically fell asleep. You know how that goes. And then basically when the hare fell asleep, or the rabbit, the tortoise kept going, kept slugging on, kept saying, hey, I may not be faster, I may not be stronger, but I'm still resilient, I'm still willing to go through the process. And what happened with that was, the tortoise kept going and actually won the race because, the hare fell asleep. Now, why am I telling you a children's story? walking around the track in the rain. Because sometimes stuff like that is what it takes, you know, to keep, you know, on course. Is understanding that there are people out there who may be stronger, who may be faster, you know, who may be more intelligent, but they quit, they get lazy. What's going on, KC? Appreciate you for coming through. There are people that get lazy. There are people who are more talented. There are people who have more resources, you know, they have more time, more money, more energy. You know, they probably come from the good family. They got good genes. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Fireman? Appreciate you. You know, there are people that come from backgrounds where they have more going on for them, but they get lazy. They stop, they quit. They feel, you know what? I'll get back to it when I got time. You know, but there are those folks out there who don't have the advantages. There's those folks out there, you know, who don't have everybody pulling for them, who don't give a damn whether they succeed or whatnot. You know, I see you, Fireman. Hello to everybody else in the chat. But there are people out there, you know, when all the odds are stacked against them, and when it seems like it's crazy, you know, and when it seems like it's not going to work out, they say, you know what? Maybe I'm crazy enough to keep going until the end, you know, until this thing, you know, has no more track left, no more road. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I sound crazy with what I'm saying, but I believe that if you have faith, if you keep going, keep adjusting, be realistic with yourself, that you can definitely achieve, you know, something on a level of where you need to be. You know, sometimes it's not about what we want, but it's about where we need to be. And a lot of times we get sidetracked because we may want a brass ring. I remember Brenda G was talking about that on one live stream that we were on. Some people were, you know, reaching for that brass ring, when realistically, all you need to do is hit that next milestone, is get to the next day, is keep pushing, keep crawling, clawing, scratching for what it is that you want. Don't be like the hare who fell asleep when the tortoise was going around the track, or they were racing and decided that, you know what, I'll get back to it later. I'll pick it up another time. It'll be, you know, there when I get to it, when I'm ready for it. Sometimes the opportunities in life are not always there when you're ready, but they're there in the moment, you know, and they're there to go through the process for as long as you need to go through it. You know, go through till the end. I know it could be annoying. I know it could be frustrated. I know it could be discouraging sometimes, you know, to go through stuff. What's going on, Maria? It's challenging, but these challenges, they make us, they mold us, they forge us, they give us the strength, they push us, you know, in situations to go beyond what we thought we could, you know. And it's not just inspirational talk. This is reality. If you set a goal and you're willing to go through what you need to go through to accomplish that goal, and nothing's gonna stop you, you know, then that's what it is. For being here, you know, just to let you know, it is a marathon. You do go through the process, you know, you do push through, you know, you go forward, you know, you say, if it means anything to you, then, you know, you put in that work. You know what? You look crazy and you put yourself out there in a smart way, you know, calculated risk, you know, well, this is nothing. Well, Cheryl, this is nothing. I've been military trained. I've done a lot worse than this, you know, but that's what it is. This is just me, you know, going about it saying, hey, look, whatever you folks out there are trying to, you know, accomplish. What's going on, Crimson Fantasy? I definitely appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you all for coming through, you know, but I think you kind of get the point, you know. The point of it all is you got things that you want to do, you know. You got things that you want to happen. I mean, that you want to happen, that you want to happen, excuse me. And you know what? There's obstacles. You'll fall down. You may even fail a couple of times. It may not look, you know, too glamorous. It may not feel great. You may have times when you want to quit on particular things. There may be times when things don't happen fast enough. But the reality is you get conditioned in the longer span of time, in a longer period, to say, hey, you know what? Maybe this was about something deeper. Maybe I needed to gain more wisdom. Maybe I needed to gain more insight, more strength, more peace, more love in my heart before I can handle whatever blessings, whatever resources or opportunities that come. Yeah, it's the small steps, Crimson Fantasy. It's the small details that people forget. It's the progress that you make each day, not just in one moment, not just a great, windfall of cash or, a great job that you get one moment. What happens after you get that windfall of cash? What happens after you get that great job? What do you do with these opportunities? What about the work that you put in to get it? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, it's Josh Crowley. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Thank you, Roland Homestead. Hello to you. But it is a marathon. You can sprint to success. You can try. But here's the thing. As they say, anything worth having is worth working hard for. It's worth putting in, toiling and sweating. Sometimes when we get things too quickly, we don't appreciate it as much. Just imagine if you got everything that you ever wanted tonight, tomorrow, would you appreciate it? Would you have it? Would you keep it? What would become of it? I don't agree. She's walking at the computer. That's funny. What's going on, Scott King? I saw you as well. But I think folks, they get it, but sometimes you just need a reminder, you know what I mean? You just need to know that, hey, look, you got to go out there and get after it. There's a situation where you could, cheat yourself, not go through it all the way. And it's about stuff that you're passionate about. I'm not saying go through the process and, aggravate yourself and struggle and sacrifice for things that don't mean anything to you, stuff that's not going to take you anywhere. But you take calculated risks on the things that you need to, be involved with, be it going back to school, be it trying to, accomplish something with a project, be it something that you're trying to see in business, whatever that may be, I don't know. I don't know if you folks hear the wind. Please let me know if it's too windy. Like I said, if you dare to struggle, you will win. But if you don't, you won't. Fred Hampton, RIP, there you go. I mean, what was it? I think it was Frederick Douglass said, without struggle, there is no progress. And the reality is, if you're willing to struggle and fight for it, then you know what? Hey, thank you, Scott King. Appreciate that. I'm just trying to put the pieces together. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Some days, some days I just, I feel it like anybody else, man. Sometimes I'm like, am I wasting my time with the things that I'm trying to do? Is it hitting? Is it connecting in the ways that it should? And sometimes you may never know, how it affects other people. But if you look back on your progress and you see how you've been changed, you'll be surprised at what the journey does for you. Sometimes it's not about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey, It's just like going to the gym, trying to lose weight or something, It's not about getting to the gym. Getting to the gym is a very moot point. It's about the process of what you do, while you're in the gym, working out and trying to get to the other destination, or, on the track, working out, or trying to just go through the struggles and put yourself in the best mind, I mean, everybody goes through something. We all struggle with something, I appreciate that, Scott King, but we all go through things. We all have had things that we may have done and said, well, why am I wasting my time? Why am I here? Maybe I should be doing something else. Where is this going? Why am I not successful as the other person that's doing it, who may have mediocre content, but it's all good. That's funny, Crimson Fantasy. I appreciate it. But the point I'm trying to make is not to say that, that I'm wasting my time. The point is to say that these are things that people go through, and it's normal. It's not unusual, to go through things where you have self-doubt and you want to quit. It's not uncommon to, take a break and take a step back and say, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me, or fight discouragement, whatever it may be, but the thing is to understand that it takes time. Sometimes we have to re-strategize. Sometimes you have to switch lanes and, go about things a different way. Come at it from a different mindset. So that's what it is. I appreciate it, Cheryl, but this is just for the effect as well. But what's up, Christian Janikis? Appreciate it. Taking breaks on YouTube and relationship, and it makes you appreciate what you have. Yes, it does. What's going on, Christian? Thank you for coming through. But this is just a reminder to you folks, that hey, you don't always have to sprint to success. You don't always have to have it when other people say that you should have it, have attained it. It comes when it comes. But the question is, are you willing to go through the process? Are you willing to put yourself through the pain, through all the stuff that you need to do? Are you willing to be out there? Look at me. I'm not the only one. Look at that guy, but he doing his own thing, he running the track. He coming out there. And I think I am on the right track. Yeah, I am. I'm on the right one. But, like I said, you get the point, Like I said, don't let the obstacles and things deter you. Look at some more people out there in the rain, doing their thing, Even in the rain, you got to keep it moving. Yes, even in the rain, you got to keep it moving. Even when it snows, rain, sleet, hail, whatever it is, you got to keep going. You don't have to keep going. You can quit. But I don't think you're going to be too satisfied with the alternative of quitting when It's like the graphic. I don't know if you ever seen the graphic of the men actually going for the diamonds in the mine. Like you have two guys. One is on the top, one is on the bottom. And they both got the pitch axe. They're going for the what do you call it? For the diamonds. And one guy is close, and he quits. The second guy is so far away, but he's thinking one more chip away, and I got it, and he's going determined as if he's right there. So be like the person that's so far away, but determined as if it's one more chip away, because all too many times, sometimes people are so close to their obstacles and to their goal, and they forget. Yeah, as long as we have breath, Scott King, as long as we have breath. And sometimes people forget that, it is about as long as you have breath in your lungs and the ability to do what you got to do. Why not? Why not push it? Why not keep going? What's the use in living, if you can't go after some things and accomplish some things and, be where you need to be, Is my phone getting wet? Yes. My phone is getting wet, but here's the thing, even though it's an older model, Samsung still waterproof to a certain degree, so I'm not worrying about the phone. I'm gonna get another phone. Yeah, there you go, Lord V. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But it's not about a run. Hey, I'm chilling, man. I even appreciate the trolls. I appreciate the trolls too, Like I said, run. A tsunami. Oh my God, a tsunami. You gotta watch out for the tsunamis. And tsunami Mel coming to you, coming to your town. My nickname is Tornado, so you better watch out, Lord V. Tornado Mel coming through to your house. You better look out your window. I'm right there. Ooh. You better watch out. Tornado coming in your area soon. Oh my God, Tornado Mel, watch out. Ah! But yeah, you gotta push through it. It's not just raining, it's pouring. This is a light rain right here. If it started raining harder, then I would have to do. Yeah. Nah. They're not ready for tsunami Mel. Just Hurricane Mel. I don't know. I don't know about hurricane. I've been upgraded to tsunami status. You gotta watch out. Nah, but seriously though, anybody out there, be safe. What's going on, Patch? Appreciate you. Just been here, walking around this track, just talking to folks, letting them know, in life, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You may get short-term success, but like I said, there's so much. There's so much. That's funny, Lord V. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's so much in life, that people miss by looking at the short-term success and not understanding that there's so much more to it. Extremely, remember, no one gets out alive. yeah, unfortunately, a lot of us don't get out of this life alive, but that's not a bad thing. That's the course of nature and whatnot. But it's like, what do you do? Well, no, this is not actually a run. This is just a real power walk. How are you? I don't know about me being a good man, but it is what it is. I'm decent. Like I said, I'm just taking it one step at a time. And sometimes in life, that's what it's about. Taking it one step at a time, and just compounding and building on it and stepping where you do. I come from this back injury. Yeah, Patch. You gotta be careful out there. Don't try to be a hero though, man. Like I said, recover, heal up slowly, get back to where you need to get to, and let it happen from there. That's really just what it is. So, I don't know. This is kind of what it is. He was lapped by a parked car. Yes, I was. I was lapped by a parked car, Lord V, but hey, I'm not out here trying to sprint with anybody. I'm not racing with anybody but myself. Sometimes my biggest challenge is just myself. Really, that's just all it is, And I think, a lot of people need to see that. He was lapped by a running backwards, by Buddy running backwards. That's funny. Yeah, hopefully you get better, Patch. I know you're going through your thing or whatever the case may be. Back surgery is no joke. Just heal up, try to get where you need to be. Do that thing and whatnot. Get better soon. Make it work. Make it happen. I ain't mad at you. Like I said, do what you need to do. And it's always the battle with ourselves. Yes, sometimes our worst enemy are ourselves. It's not somebody that's on the exterior. It's the inner battle of the mind. The inner battle of the soul. The inward man or the inward woman that we fight with. But hopefully I won't be having 6 back surgeries. No. Hopefully nobody has 6 back surgeries. I don't wish that on nobody. Wow, funny. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, Lord V. That's funny. I see you came ready with jokes today. Once upon a time, Lord V, I would smoke any one of you on this track, but like I said, I'm not in the military anymore. Not trying to do that. So yeah, my stomach is lapping me. That's funny. But it's not about, like I said, competing with anybody else. It's just me, myself, and I. If you can overcome yourself. Has been saving all the jokes for this very moment, brother. Yeah, I know Lord V was sitting back there saying, all right, I'm gonna wait for Mel to get outside and start walking the track, and I'm gonna start attacking him. Yeah, 6 back surgeries is crazy though. But yeah, Lord V, don't worry, I got love for you still, Lord V. I guess Lord Vader for short or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you're sitting in there with a Star Wars Vader mask on, but it's all good. I got love for you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Sergeant Mel got to take down the Charlie. That's funny. Yeah. I could have been Sergeant Mel, but we ain't gonna get into all that. That's another time, a long time ago. And this guy is really trying to lap me. He's really he's like competing with me on the low, It's all good. So yeah, it is what it is with that. But you gotta do what you do. Mark your own personal best. And oh yeah, that's Patch. It's Patch in the chat room. Like I said, I just thank you all for being here. That's pretty much what it is. I don't know if I have too much more to say, Yeah, I was out before Trump came into office, but I appreciate that, Lord V. It's all good. It's all in perspective and where it needs to be. Yeah, but all I can say to folks is remember, it's a marathon, man. It's about the bigger picture. It's about the long haul. It's not about just that one stretch, because it's like, if you look at it like a basketball game, you could come out for a basketball game or a baseball game and you could be winning in the first inning, second inning. But if you don't play the whole game, you could find yourself, losing in the ninth inning when you were probably up big in the beginning quarters. You know what I'm saying? So that's really just what it is. But I don't know. It's just a situation where, you have to see the bigger picture. What's going on, Liberty Bell? Excuse me. Oh my God, I had to spit. But that's what it is. I don't want to stay out here too long because I'm starting to catch a little sickness. I don't want to catch a cold. But I think you get it for all the folks that have walked with me, that have seen me go along the track. This is just to make a point, It's not about rushing anywhere. It's not about trying to get anywhere fast and accomplish anything, in particular right away, Yeah, at least I'm out here walking. But that's another story. I'm not gonna go there. I had a joke, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, that's what it is. Oh man, yeah. I think this is cool. This is enough. But you get the point. It's about understanding that. Look at the bigger picture. See it for what it's worth. And this is the part. Nah, I'm actually pretty good. Maybe my glasses are sweating more than anything. I'm actually pretty good. I just don't see the need to go around any longer, What's going on? Simply Deep, 1985, something over the question. What was it? I would ask a question, but I don't want to ruin your stream. I don't know. You can ask your question. You can ask whatever your question is. I'm not afraid to answer your question. You want to ruin my stream? My stream is almost over. So if you want to ask your question, Simply Deep 1985, you can. Maybe I'll be able to handle it. Maybe I won't, but I'm not running from it. What's your question, sir? Or ma'am? I don't know. If you got your question, I'll wait. I'll wait for a few minutes before you're ready to answer the question. And the funny thing, as soon as I get off the track, it stops raining. That's funny. That's funny to me. Oh my God. Man, those glasses, they're funny. I knew you kind of was going to go there. I knew you was going to go there eventually, Cheryl, but that's what it is. So Simply Deep, I'm trying to give you a few minutes to actually ask your question. If anybody has any questions before I go, it's all good. I'll sit down for a minute. Oh, there's someone you're laughing. Everyone's sitting at home. Yeah, nah, I'm not worrying about that Lord Vito. But, it was a point. I was just trying to make a point with the whole thing. It's not about trying to, rush to get to anywhere, any particular goal. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situation caused by practical joke or a sleazy mind game by some chick that would strip you of your dignity? Well, my opinion on that is just, if you put it into perspective, about playing tricks or mind games with people, movies about that. I mean, it has its audience. That's my opinion. It's not my cup of tea, but who am I to tell somebody, they can't particularly, watch that type of stuff. I just say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Should it be made? No, it shouldn't be made. But we live in a time, in a politically correct society where, folks are going to do those particular type of things. So, what, who am I? Who am I to judge? Who am I to tell them they can't? I say folks should, treat each other with respect and be decent towards each other. I mean, yeah, don't watch. But thanks for answering my question. I mean, if you have any other questions, you can ask me here now. I mean, I'm really at the part of the live stream where if there's anything anybody has to say or any questions, anything anybody wants to drink up, bring up is cool. Guys only nice women that don't make her cry. What? You know what, Lord V? Was I bullied as a child? No, I wasn't. But do I like women? I only like women that don't make me cry. You got some of my ex-girlfriends. They'll probably beg to differ with you, but that's another story. I don't know. I mean, if you have any other questions, if anybody has anything else to say, it's all good. Yeah, I get you, Lord V. I know you're trying to bait me, but we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone because this has still been a awesome live stream. And, I'm just appreciative of you folks for coming along. That's what it is. But nah, I won't be baited today. I won't be baited today. It won't happen. It won't happen. I won't fall for the trap. I won't fall for the trap. So, but it's all peace and love to you. So if nobody has any more questions, I mean, V is a troll, but I'm so much more. You know what I'm saying? I'm on another level right now. It's hard. It's hard to explain to Lord V. I'm on another level. Everything that he said, everything that he could possibly say is just, it's moving through my peripherals. It's like I'm in another consciousness right now. So I hear the things. I see the next thing that he's gonna say and whatnot, and I'm like, I'm like a Jedi master. I'm kind of like moving around and I'm moving through his comments right now. I'm giving him so much attention. Everybody go support Lord V. Go see Lord V. You know what I'm saying? Lord V, Lord V, Lord V, Lord V, Lord V, Lord V. Lord V, I love you, Lord V. Lord V, obey your master. Lord V. Okay, you got all the attention that you need. But yeah, yeah. I know. I try to shout out to people. People think I hate the trolls. I don't hate the trolls. I worry about certain things that they do, but whatever. What you gonna do? But it it is what it is. Back to the point that I was making. Just don't look at other people's success. Speaking of trolls, Scott. Yeah, no, Scott is cool. Scott is hella cool. I mean, Scott. We had some issues in the beginning, but Scott is cool. I got no beef with Scott or whatever the case. I got no beef with none of the trolls. I get it. Trolls got to clock in. They got to clock in like anybody else and do their job. I would be upset if the trolls, came here and didn't do their job. I mean, of course you don't want to get overly disrespectful and whatnot. Make it a situation where, people are getting racially insensitive and whatnot. High Spirit in the Sky Blue, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm here on this rainy day. People wanted me to get outside. I do get outside and whatnot. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Grizz. Scott King is cool. I appreciate the respect. And again, I appreciate the respect that y'all gave me when my little niece was on the chat. I definitely do respect that. So that's why I know if I got to get trolled, then, I got to get trolled. Who am I not to get trolled? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell anybody this. You're doing something wrong if you're on YouTube or you're on these live streams and nobody ever trolls you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, definitely, Lord V. I appreciate that. I really do. Like, with all jokes aside with the trolls, that kind of was like, I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? I was like, these guys ain't bad. These guys ain't bad. I mean, to have that decency, that's why if I got to get trolled, if I got to take a comment here and there, all right, so be it. I got to face front, take the joke. If I miss the potato head, if I'm, if my stomach is lapping me, if it's jokes, all right, fine, I get it. Because that's so innocent, is messed up. Yeah, that is. It is messed up. So, I mean, but who's to say I wasn't innocent though? You saying I'm not innocent, Lord V? Anyway, yeah, but I get it. Messing with someone innocent is messed up. And besides, if it was somebody else's kid, I wouldn't want that to happen or whatever the case may be. But, the reason I take the time out to say that is because I've seen people who don't care, about your children. They don't care about your family. They go out there and then, that's what it is. Yeah. So that's what it is. I mean, who knows? I'm like a virgin, touch for the very first time. Anyway, but that's just what it is. So I appreciate that. So I get that. I ain't even mad at y'all folks about that. I mean, I guess people got to do what they got to do. You meet a lot of different people. Charlie was so about, well, hey, I mean, it happens. I don't know who Charlie is, but yeah, Charlie is out there. I have no comment on Vietnam. Vietnam is what it is. What's going on? Bobby Sprinkle. Oh my God, Bobby Sprinkle. Wow, this is a moment right here. I got Bobby Sprinkle in my chat. I did not expect that. Now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing it out. Yeah, I know I was pushing it, Cheryl. I welcome Bobby Sprinkle. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, Lord V. I love everybody. Everybody loves me, or they pretend to be. I don't know who it is. Yeah, shout out to you, Bobby. It's been a while, Bobby. It's been a while. I mean, I'm glad. I hope everything is good with you and whatnot. You know, this is just me out here right now. This is kind of like the extended version of the live stream and whatnot. I gave Lord V a lot of shout outs. I gave the troll community a lot of shout outs. I was just telling people around the track and whatnot as I was walking the track. A lot of times in life, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can sprint and get, success for a short period of time, but you got to be careful with the short sprints. The short sprints can only last for a few seconds. If you want a few seconds of success, or you want a long period. You know what I'm saying? Yes, everything good, friend. All right, thank you, Bobby Sprinkler. I definitely appreciate you for being here, though. I'm grateful. I'm grateful when folks come by and just show that love. That's what it is. Big Bad Bobby Raw. That's funny. That's funny. I didn't know he was Big Bad Bobby, but that's what it is. But yeah, Bobby, ain't you from New York? Ain't you from New York as well? I'm out here in Brooklyn, whatever the case may be. We do it, spread love is the Brooklyn way, but that's how that works out. I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah. Southwest Alabama. Oh wow. Okay. Southwest Alabama. Okay. Cool. 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 I thought you was from out here in New York or something somewhere, but that's all. It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know. I pretty much think I said everything that I needed to say here. Lots of buffer. Is it me? No, it's not buffering here, but it might be a lot of buffering because of the fact that I'm out in the rain. So, that's what it is. And I know the buffering is good because some of the trolls are trying to ramp it up. So I get it. It's, it is what it is. It is what it is. It might be just you, Grizz, because on this end, I'm good. I can see all of the troll comments and all that stuff. I can see all the other stuff that's going on and whatnot. And, I think that's it. So if all hearts and minds are clear, if there's no questions or anything like that, all right, Cheryl, I see you. Then I think I'm out of here. Thank you for everybody that came through. Hopefully I made some sense to you. And take care. I'll see you next time, or maybe I'll see you a little bit later. Who knows? All right, take care. Peace.